I think Ryan Shooty hit me up, him or Angie or both, and they, said they wanted to do a feature with six of us girls, street skating, and it was going to be 2 weeks. I believe I was entering my senior year in high school because I know I was 17. So, I'm 35 now. This is almost 20 years ago. And beforehand, I told well, after they asked me, of course I accepted. I'm going on this tour. Girls aren't in Daily Red that much, or printed anywhere. There is no digital media. Yeah, duh, I'm doing it, and like this is gonna be awesome. But then, my friends, like all my 13 to 15-year-old friends and I are talking, and they're like, what are you going to do? Sister hitting all these spots in Cali. Are you going to do Staples Center? And I was like, yeah, I'm going to do Staples Center. And like Florida, I'm from the Florida Georgia line, like Southern people. And like Florida skaters in general are just like, it's fun. It's endearing. Like it's terms of endearment to talk shit to each other. And my friends are just like, yeah, you gotta do Staples, and I'm 4'11", 90 pounds, and I was just like, I didn't know. It's just a famous ledge that you and Chris Happy and a couple other people did, and Shannon Rogers did a mock you down on like Busto. I was like, yeah, duh, I'm gonna do it. And so I think that was my motivation, is I told everyone at home that I would, and I was a kid. So like, I don't know.
Got yourself in
And I
trouble.
got there and I saw it, and yeah, yeah. I mean, what was it like the first time you saw it? Were you surprised?
Yeah, it's a pretty big, it's a big ledge. I haven't been there in a while.
You're a maniac.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember it being big, but I remember being determined as well. Kind of like probably what you felt, right?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it was, the top of the ledge was a couple feet taller than I was. Are you guys hearing me? Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, now we do.
Okay.
Hmm.
Sorry. Okay, good. Sorry, dropped an earbud. Yeah, so I got up there because like I insisted I had to do this, and we had the late Brandon Negretti with us, who came along to film Kaya Tursky's section in Road to Nowhere, while join along on the tour and get that documented, which was super rad and amazing and innovative, and so I was just with this cool squad, and like we had to like go meet at different projects all the time. But yeah, so when it came to Staples, though, to answer your question, I already told everyone I'd do it. So I got there and I was like, oh shit, nah, like, all right, one shot at it. I'm not gonna do a soul grind. I'm not doing a soul grind because then I'm just gonna slide on my hips. There's no commitment there. Like I was like, I won't commit to this. This is crazy. So I'm just gonna go as fast as I can, all the way from the like entry, like where people scan your tickets, like because it was way taller than me, and I was like, I'm just gonna land halfway down this shit, so I only have to jump 2 feet and just hope I don't die, right? and and I was trying the back royale, and like my first hit, I got so close and just like collapsed because the impact was so gnarly at the bottom, like just
Yeah.
collapsed underneath me. But then I was like, oh shit, I might be able to do it. Yeah, like I was like, okay, I can figure this out. And luckily after 20 something attempts at least, I didn't hurt
Wow.
myself. I did roll away once that Brandon and Betty's caught, all the way to the curb that goes out to the street. But you know how fast you're going, even though that's like 20 feet, it didn't really count because I fell kind of really shortly after, even though it was a long length of time.
Yeah.
So, I was bummed. I had a bruised heel, like whatever. I had to go on with the tour. People were waiting. You know how it is.
Yeah.
It's so hard to
Yeah.
wrangle skaters,
Hmm.
street skating, period. So then at the very end of the tour, Ryan Shooty lived in San Diego, and most people were flying out of LAX. Everyone left. My flight was the next morning, and Ryan Shooty was like, "Well, we gotta go back to Staples." You almost did it, like, and I'm not allowed to use a photo of yours for any reason without like saying then she fell, or like I can't do it. It's photographic integrity. I didn't even know what that was at the time. He was like, I can use any photo of you once you land it, but like I can't use a photo of you on it until you land it. And this is news to the 17-year-old. I didn't know, and like girls didn't usually have published stuff at the time.
Yeah.
And like, so I was like, yeah. And he was like, well, do we really want to do like 3.5, 4 hour drive each way before your flight in 10 hours? And I was like, nah. So we just slept for a few hours in this car at an IHOP, like a block and a half or so away from Staples Center, because he motivated me to do it. We ate some breakfast. He took me over. He had no reason to do this except for that, like, selflessly, he wanted me to be able to get what I wanted from day one, and that I was so close, and obviously, otherwise, he would have used the photo, and now it's out, which is really awesome. But yeah, so he took me there, and I think I got it within 3 attempts, but I needed some courage, and it was, dawn, and he set up the camera. Shooty did it. Like, he was like, I think he was in his 30s, and he just went up and did it. And he was like, so few people had even done it, and he just back UFO'd it, like, first try. So I was
Damn.
like,
Shooty?
shit, I gotta do this. So I went over. Yeah, Shooty, he did it. Yeah,
Whoa.
No way.
the photo is
That's
on that
gnarly.
Z-Mag article. Yeah, the photo I took. I mean, he did the composition and set it up and shit, but like I snapped it. But yeah, like I snapped it, and like and he just
Wow.
went up to motivate me, and he did back UFO first try, rolled away, and I was like, shit, that sucks. Like, that I couldn't do it yet. Let's go. So yeah, I did it within a few shots. I don't know how many times I landed it. I just know that it was at least once. He recalls three, but like, it was just a moment that, like, I've been waiting since I was 17 years old, and I'm a 35-year-old woman, for my friends to believe me that I really did it and rolled away all the way. And it's finally out, thanks to VMAG and Ryan Judy and Daily Bread and Angie Walton for launching all that. And like, it's so funny that that would even matter to me now. But like, I'm getting friends hitting me up being like, okay, now I believe you. Since yesterday, it's hilarious. And
Totally.
Jonathan Lebez doing the write up and tying everything in. It was so rad. I don't know. I'm stoked as hell. Yeah,
That's
that
really
moment
Sick.
was
sick. That's
cool, and I thought that it sucked. Oh God, sorry.
no, no. I was gonna say that's awesome. Like the fact that like after everything, because that is a huge notch in the belt, the Staples
Yeah.
Center ledge, to have that be like finally like acknowledged and be like, I did do that. I did land that because that's a huge notch in the belt.
Yeah, thank you for saying that. I mean, I know that you did, like, you like jumped over the rail next to it like a maniac, and and like, that stuff's so gnarly. But I was just this like 17-year-old girl, and just thought that since you and Happy could do it, and Shannon Rogers did it, like, shit, maybe I can. And like, if I didn't see another rollerblader do it, which only a few of you did, I would have never thought I could. And yeah, no, but it was intimidating, and I'm glad I went down, and I'm glad that it got released when it did and how it did. It's just it's rad. Yeah, I feel really really stoked and honored. And then to be with you guys the next day, like, it feels good.
No, that's
I love this
awesome.
community, and thank you.